Hello everyone, I'm Tyler.
And Dana.
I'm Starfish.
Pat, Kalen,
Ryan.
Namakechi.
Jacko Man,
Austin.
And welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
Objection!
So, for everyone to know, we are playing this on the Wii download version. If you're wondering why the footage looks a little...
Shit.
Well, we're recording at Kalen's place, and I didn't bring my component cables for the Wii, so it's gonna look a little iffy for this first case, but don't worry, the other ones will look fine. Plus, it's kind of a pixely game, so I don't think it will matter too much.
I'm pretty sure most people have seen the case that we're starting with at least. So.
Objection!
Okay, yeah, there will be.
Well, oh yeah, there will be some that haven't. But
Just possibly.
possibly.
I've never even played
So,
this.
court record
Yeah, court
one,
record. New game.
new game. All right.
Thankfully, it does all the screen stuff for us.
Yeah,
so.
thankfully, yeah, it's all right here. So this really isn't much of a game. It's more of a visual novel. So we wanted to do something that we've kind of done in the past as like a group, just for fun. We're going to voice act through the game,
Yes.
or to the best of our
So, lower room dubs is
lower room dubs. Yes. So, you know, prepare for cringe or prepare for
Yeah, Caleb
fun.
just shut off the lights. It's about to get real.
We should call this series Lower Room Dubs then.
No, just lower room lights. All right, let's get into it.
All right. First turnabout.
Oh, that's flashing.
No.
Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's so good.
August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Boy, I'm nervous.
Right.
Oh, hi, Chief.
Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this.
You forced me to.
It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's the one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
It's over. Everything is all over, man.
Oh yeah.
Just take this moment to say, Dana, your voice is perfect.
It is!
Oh god. Just know we're not going to be explaining much throughout the beginning of the game. There's a lot of dialogue.
There's a lot of dialogue, but
But anybody who wants to make remarks during the case, feel free to. So.
Isn't that your client screaming over there?
yeah, that's him.
Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die!
It sounds like he wants to die.
Really now, Maya?
You must die.
Yeah.
Nick!
Hey, Larry.
Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell him I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence! I ain't afraid to die!
What? Larry, what's wrong?
Oh, it's all over. I'm finished! Finished!
Why do I ask what's wrong? He's obviously the suspect.
Jesus. I can't live in a world without her! I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me! Who took my baby away?
The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you.
Oh, shit.
Like, no shit.
Is that Bud saying that?
My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one.
Murder.
Murder.
But wrong.
Of course.
First degree murder.
A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her.
Harsh.
Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school.
All the puns.
Our school was saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. It's in the 20 years I've known him, that's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one. Which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. You alright, Austin?
I'm just shooing my dog away in the background here.
The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
Jesus fucking
Okay,
Christ.
that was really loud.
Who was paying again?
Oh, sorry. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm just a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge, don't you know? And for your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely.
Welcome to the tutorial.
Basically.
Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Yeah.
The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
No shit.
Okay, I almost wanted to say Phoenix Wright.
Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. That's what we always say to people in law school. Next question. This is a murder trial.
Red rum.
Obviously. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait a minute. No, I didn't actually read them.
Every test
No.
ever.
It's Phoenix Wright.
God, I'm totally drawing a blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim. Of course. I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily.
You are all wasting my time. Hurry up.
Welcome to Phoenix Wright!
And I'm stuck in these for 5 more games. 6 soon.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the plus button to check it at any time, okay? Even though
Mia,
I shouldn't know what a plus
what the
button
fuck is a plus button?
It's a badge.
Remember
Press
to
the
check
N.
it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
My job is writing on it.
Press the any key. What's the any key?
How do
I can't find it on a keyboard.
I've never played with the Wii remote before, so
Let's
that's
hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case?
Cinderblast!
Mia! It's Mia!
You're wasting my time.
The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Oh, thank God you said it. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
That should be obvious.
Fucking poisoned.
That's just
because
poison.
blood comes out of your forehead when you're poisoned.
She was struck by a blunt object.
Haven't you seen The Last of Us? Correct. You've answered all my questions. Huzzah, you earned a gold star. I see no reason why you shouldn't proceed.
Other than my previous doubt, of course.
You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Fine.
Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Yay!
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Press the plus button to check the court record, and do it frequently. Again, I don't know why I know what that button is, but it's a thing.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case.
Oh, right, I forgot about that from, like, the 5 years of law school.
4 years plus a year internship.
You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily.
Oh my!
This could get bad.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm just gonna watch Kaylin.
I love the smirky at
Oh yeah.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony.
Didn't they all die?
Hey man, I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it take you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by getting dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men.
Oh.
She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it! Lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Just spontaneous.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. That was correct, though. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Yay!
Woohoo!
You should head into the court record later, because you know, I want to do a thing.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. I'm being redundant.
Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Oh, God.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took the money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was.
Ouch!
Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I?
Are you gonna?
My client has no idea that the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to the case.
Oh.
Say all action!
Dude, Nick,
Say
what do you mean
every
irrelevant?
single action.
That cheating she-dog!
Oh my God.
I'm gonna die! I'm gonna drop dead! Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this!
Oh shit.
Oh god, I'm surrounded by idiots. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I knew it, I'm surrounded by assholes!
I
God.
believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
What motive?
This is so not.
There's
looking
no
good.
fucking motive here! Can we just stop
Next
for a minute?
question.
There's no reason for him to have done this if he didn't know she was cheating.
Exactly.
You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Gulp!
Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, and maybe I did.
He went. What do I do? I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog.
Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember.
Considering how idiotic this guy is, it's not shocking.
My god, my
You don't
court.
remember?
My court is being
Well then,
disgraced.
we'll
Hey
just
man,
have
it was
to remind
2,000
you.
chromosomes ago.
Well then, we'll just have to remind you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
I like also how, Phoenix is probably the most calm person in the room right now from our voice acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, I would say Mia. Mia and then Phoenix.
No, the judge.
And then everyone.
Yeah.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who was your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Rubber, 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 Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank
Sign.
Saw it.
Every name is a pun.
I was gonna say Schwitt, but
I wanted
wait,
to at
what?
first too, but then I realized, oh.
Mr.
Yeah.
Frank saw it
Yeah.
to the stand.
Oh
He looks
god.
like the Happy Mask salesman.
It does!
Kinda does, yeah.
He does.
Mr. Son, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Why, yes, I do. Newspapers, yes.
That's really good. That's really good.
Mr. Short, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what happened on the day of the murder.
Okay, so this is like the actual gameplay.
Yeah, now we're actually into gameplay, so he's gonna tell his side of the story.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Not sure where that came from.
Keep going.
It's part of the show.
I like it.
I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him.
And now he's Italian.
No, I like this. I like this.
Thinking it's
He's a
strange.
complete
I
con
looked
man.
inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving, dead.
I want her.
I quailed and frightened and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment was not working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 o'clock p.m. The man who ran was, without doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Couldn't see the holes in that a mile away.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
You told him to lie.
Incidentally, why
You
wasn't the
told him to lie.
Like a dog.
Like a
why
dog.
wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Oh, how convenient. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. Oh, sorry. The phone that Mr. Side used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Yeah.
Perusal.
I can't. I don't.
I know this game has a lot of big words.
All right. Before we start, again, I do not English well.
Yeah.
None of us English.
None of us
well.
can English.
No.
Now,
No, you do, Dana.
Mr. Wright,
Yes. Yes, Your Honor?
At least way better than me.
you may begin with your cross-examination.
Cross.
Cross-examination. Sorry, my pills are acting up this morning.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
My pills.
Oh,
Alright, right. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
You don't know?
Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies. Like, what he's lying?
Oh my god, how'd you get through law school?
Your client's innocent, right? Then the witness must have lied in this testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence.
Evidence?
What the fuck's in
Compare the witness's
evidence?
testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony.
What button was it again?
Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
I don't think that's how you want
there.
Okay.
Wow, I just realized how much Danganronpa took from
So
this.
remember, press
Yeah.
the witness with the minus button, or by waving the Wii remote, because that doesn't look stupid at all.
Why press a button when you can shake a stick?
Trust me, Phoenix, she's right. You look like a tool when you use it.
I'm not the only one.
Then, check your facts again with the plus button, and point out the contradiction.
wait.
Alright.
How can he be a tool? He's no use to anybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright. Well, no, he doesn't have to say anymore.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
the same
this
stuff.
is like the actual gameplay.
So basically, now we have to look through here and try and figure out where he's lying.
Right, and if we need clues, we could press him and tell him to explain more detail. I'm just gonna do this as an example. Hold it! Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him.
I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad, and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime.
The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture.
Of course. What the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So, what happened next?
Right, so that's pretty much if you just need to find a clue.
Ultimately, when you're actually when you are playing the game, it's best to press every single statement. It can't,
Yeah.
Because pressing it can't do any harm to you. It's when
Well,
you,
there are times it can.
It can.
Like, some cases they
In
say,
very
like,
high
don't,
intensity
like,
moments.
press stupid questions.
Alright.
Oh, right there, I found one. I
Which
found
one?
a contradiction already.
Where?
It said, he said, go back.
I actually
Right
know.
there, he was unable to go inside,
And yet he knew the
and
phone
the
was-
guy said he used the phone.
Right.
He,
But not
no,
only that, he
no.
saw the woman inside.
No,
Yeah.
he saw
The
the
door
woman
was open.
inside, but he was afraid to go in,
But
and
he used
But then he still
but he
used
said he
the
was gonna
phone
try
inside
to
the
he
car.
couldn't use the phone because there was a blackout.
Yes,
so
but he tried to use
he
the
used
phone.
he
Yeah,
used the
so find
no.
the statement.
However, the phone in her apartment
Yeah,
wasn't working.
right there.
That.
Yeah, see, that's a contradiction.
I went to a nearby phone, found a public. I went to a nearby park and found
But
a
he
public
went
phone.
inside.
Right,
Listen, listen.
Hang on.
Okay.
The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes.
Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't. Right.
But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you?
Oh, that.
See that.
I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway.
There
Reached
was.
inside and tried using that to call.
Oh, never mind. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next?
Okay, so he just threw it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But that was a contradiction that
So
he
what
didn't
what
realize he
what
made.
evidence do we have right now?
What button was it again?
Plus.
Plus.
Okay.
Well, who are you,
Oh,
Phoenix
oh,
Wright?
You can present it. Oh,
With
well,
that's the
okay.
motion
Or
controls, though.
shaking the
Okay.
wheel.
That
You
is
can-
some
Like
good
an
art.
You
idiot.
can present with minus.
Alright.
Who are you, Phoenix Wright, Tyler? You don't
Alright,
know
so
what-
that's not gonna help.
Wait a minute, yeah, 4 p.m.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You found the body at
blackout.
You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe.
Get it? Because his name is Frank?
Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There is no body to find at 1 p.m. Yes, he
Goddamn.
actually went there.
Wow.
How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
That.
God damn it, Austin!
Oh, wait.
That sounds like...
Starfish?
Calm down.
Austin,
Austin!
Austin, please.
you stupid person on the jury, stop laughing like that. Stop making fun of my of the people in the courtroom.
Of the
Okay.
prosecutor.
Okay.
Okay,
Shut up, I know my terms.
this is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
Fuck that.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sorrett, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
The jury don't
I-
swallow bullshit.
Well, that's a really good question, Judge.
Oh, I'm not buying that
Great
bullshit.
job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
As many chances as he needs.
Oh, God.